Hi, I'm Wild Bill Cox, and this is an artistic stream of consciousness vlog for the 12th of November, 2023. The subject of today's vlog is strike while the iron's hot. If you're a creative talent, strike while the iron's hot, while the idea's fresh in your mind. I generally only play piano between noon and 6 p.m. I don't want to wake my neighbors up. I don't want to disturb them. I don't want them to think that, oh, loud is good. I'll just turn my television or my radio up louder, and then suddenly it becomes impossible for me to record music. So I'm very careful. However, once in a while I'll record late, and when I do, I turn the keyboard way down. And I have asked my neighbors on multiple occasions, and both of them say, don't hear a thing, Bill. So that's good. I have a sense of the volume at which I can perform and record, and a sense of the volume beyond which I do not want to exceed a level for fear of disturbing my neighbors. This is all part of being a civilized creature. I'm not very good at it, but I do make an effort. But 3 o'clock this morning, my artistic creativity said, hey, it's time to write a song. Ouch. 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not as loud as it is in the daytime. Right now there are cars going by. You can hear a fair amount of noise in the background if you listen quietly. 3 o'clock in the morning, it's almost silent. So any noise I make that goes above the ambient level through the walls is going to be noticed, especially by somebody who's trying desperately to sleep after a rough day. Both these guys work. So I turned the piano way down, and I played the line, and I wrote the chords down. Okay, that's the chords. And I wrote a lyric sheet, which has, the chords. It's like tab, except I write a block chord name and the lyric line. And I practiced it carefully. I mean, I didn't print the sheet out, so I don't have the words in my head. They're over there. But I could hear the music in my head, I could hear the line in my head, I could practice that. And as I said, very quietly. But to record a song at the level at which I record my songs for posting to YouTube and Facebook, I would be worried that I would be just a little over the threshold, and that maybe in the extreme quiet of the early morning, it might be audible to my poor neighbors trying to sleep off a hard day's work. So I thought, instead of recording it all right now, though it's fresh in my mind, I'll wait. I have the lyrics down there, I have the chords down there, I can remember the line in my head, I'll just sleep on it, wake up. So I slept on it and I woke up. And I sat down at the piano and could not remember the line, because I don't write charts. I didn't write the line down. It would have taken me too long to figure it out and create a piece of staff paper, and to write the piece down. So instead I trusted on my memory to keep it fresh. And when I woke up, well, my memory hadn't kept it fresh. My memory has a lot of guitar lines in it. Trying to remember one is not so easy after, 6 hours sleep. So I should have struck while the iron was hot, even though it was late, and even though I was playing very quietly. The camera probably could have picked up, the microphone probably could have picked up enough of it that it would have made it easy for me to learn it again today. But I didn't, and I'm paying the penalty. So what I have, right? I could hear that, but that isn't quite the line. It's okay, but it didn't have the drive and the individuality the line I heard this morning had. So I've kind of lost the uniquity of that song, especially its driving line, what makes it rhythm and blues. Still a nice song. But without that line, out there on the highway, they've got that new hit tune. Oh, thrills become as cheap as gas. Gas is cheap as thrills. That's not quite how it goes, but it fits in there. That's a Blue Oyster Cult song. Theirs is da 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 da, and it's two chords. I have minors here; they're major, but the differences are slight. I mean, probably enough to avoid copyright infringement, but it isn't the song I heard in my head last night. It's a more of a derived song now that has similarities to somebody else's song in such a way that makes me feel embarrassed because this isn't that more original song that I conceived in my head at 3 o'clock this morning. Still nice. Right? And the bridge is so I still have a song, but it's not as, doesn't catch me the way the song I wrote this morning did, because that was unique and individual, and enough Bill that I felt like, ooh, I've done something worth adding to my repertoire. Now I'm like, it's a song. So my advice to you artists, you creative artists, strike while the iron is hot. Don't wait. Don't come back to it. And as a concomitant to this whole vlog thing, would it kill you to learn to read music? Really? Would it kill you to learn to write music? Because tab is the worst way to learn guitar or piano or anything. Tab is written by people that don't understand how to read music, and so the nuance is lost to them. And sometimes the nuance is the only thing that separates your song from somebody else's song. Wild Bill, 12th November, 2023, and Artistic Streams of Consciousness, vlog.